competition situation, or even in the academy, if you want to actually get make sure you lock the close guard and you play your close guard game the way how you're supposed to pull. First it's going to be more like warm-up drills, just so you guys get warm, and then I'm going to explain more like real. Okay, Professor? You guys going to start regular grips. When you step your little leg forward, grab the collar, and your partner's going to mirror your grips, okay, regular, exactly the same grips. You guys can have the triceps control or the sleeve grip, if you prefer. Okay, make sure if you grab the sleeve, don't leave your thumb inside the collar or inside the sleeve. It's illegal, right? So make sure to leave it outside. I actually prefer this type of grip in the triceps, okay? So don't be too close. Try to start squat down and keep some distance between you and your partner. Okay, one of the common mistakes I see people, especially white belts, do it before pull guard is stepping hips like straight, like this. What happens if professor catch my leg here and I go on my back, it's going to be points. Okay, it's important you guys understand. Before you pull guard, you start squat down. So you have some distance. My little leg forward, I'm going to do a little step forward. I'm going to start squat down. Okay, and when my back's almost touch the floor, when my butt almost touch the floor, then my leg go to the hips. So I step and my leg go to the hips. Look how I'm going to step straight. Okay, look at how I'm sideways and my legs is straight. Same side I have the sleeve grip. Okay, because this way he cannot catch my leg because I have control. So this leg right here, the outside leg, make sure don't leave it between the legs. Try to bring your knee close to your chest, like this, and pull the guy like. At the same time you apply pressure, you pull your partner. Go in, guys. So what I'm going to do to lock the close guard, when I square my hips, I'm going to use the grips to bring him close to me, and I'm going to rise my hips all the way up. I start to square, and look how I rise my hips up. When I lock, I bring him down. So what I want you guys to do, guys, when you lock your partner down, try to make sure maintain your heels down in your partner lower back. No like a scissor motion when you cross like this. Bring your heels down in the lower back. Okay, it should be harder to hand stand up and posture up. The grip you have in the triceps, I want you guys palming, okay, inside, control, and try to hug your partner head in this position. I want you guys to get here, this situation. When you have your partner posture down with you. Okay? So again, it's super simple. I'm going to start like that, and then I'm going to explain better, okay? Just warm up through. Stay, don't be like close to the hips, stay nice and low. Do a little step forward with your little leg. You start squat down. When you start squat down, when you touch your leg, it's sideways, like this. Apply pressure, pulling your partner with the grips. Bring your knee close to your chest, don't leave it between the legs. When you start to square, you rise your hips all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, and you lock. And you bring your partner down. Now look at how I have outside control. I'm going to palm it, and I'm going to get inside control. Let's say if the professor here starts to close the window, let's say doing this, how are you going to get the control? I'm going to rise my hips up again, look. I lift and I palm. When I pull my knees close to my chest, I hug. It's a new pull, like this, guys, look. Okay, use your core, use your legs, and your knees close to your partner armpit to bring your partner close. And of course, the grip in the collar, you pull at the same time. And try to hug. I want you guys to get here. Okay? Just one more time. You want to do, Professor? And control. Okay? So simple like that. Don't need to do both sides, just do the side you feel comfortable. Okay? The side you step in the collar, the side you have the sleeve, you're going to step the leg and the hips. The side you have the sleeve control or the triceps control. You guys understand? Yes? Clear? And every time you step in the hips, your partner still have a chance to place the knee between the legs and try to avoid the close guard, especially if the person has more experience. Okay, when you jump and you lock the legs, it's way like a high percent effect. You're gonna get in position. Okay, super important. When you jump, like think of like that's your partner, and you're gonna jump to lock the close guard. You don't gonna jump up and lock your legs. You wanna go forward to lock. Okay, so it's important you guys create some off balance, and then you wanna go in forward. You're not gonna jump straight up. Think of like you're not gonna jump in a box, right? You're gonna try to jump and hit your partner with your legs. Okay, as you lock. So make sure the person who, if your partner is gonna pull guard, make sure you squat down your knees a little bit, and the person who is gonna pull, try to jump always above the belt. Don't go in the leg. It's super easy to hurt your knees if you jump in the leg of your partner. Okay, try to jump higher above the belt, okay? I'm gonna show first the technique, then I'm gonna show how actually work during the fight, okay? So exactly the same grips, but tonight, I'm gonna do exactly the same step, and remember this leg go to the hips, right? So where are my legs going now? All the way here, and I'm gonna jump. So I'm gonna do a little step, and that's the leg go first, as I jump. So I'm gonna stay nice and low, I'm gonna do one step, and this leg go up, and I'm gonna lock. So try to see, I'm gonna do wrong first, you guys see, then I'm gonna do right. So look if I jump straight up, look at how it's gonna look like, look. Like this. That's the wrong way. 8. So I'm gonna step, and look at how I'm gonna try to hit him. Look, I'm gonna move him forward, okay, step, and then go forward. Okay? When I lock, look how my heels is down. If you're, then most of the time your partner is going to stay up. I'm going to show you guys how to bring the person down. How you create off balance to your partner start to go on his knees. Okay? So I step, and when I do the second step, I jump, I hang in the grips. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to start to hang in the collar, I'm going to start putting my head down low. Now what I do, I let go of the sleeve, and I start to underhook his leg. Why underhook his leg? To start to create some off balance. Okay? I'm going to try to use my hips against his leg. So I'm going to twist my hips a little bit this way, look, to start to apply some pressure on top of his leg. In the same time, I'm going to try to use my arm against his heel, more my biceps here, to create some off balance. And look how I start to put my head close to his foot, to make the guy start to go in his knee on the floor and start to defend the position. I'm going to start to do this with my hand, and I start to kick. When I start to go down, normally the person is going to bring the leg all the way back and then try to hug the head and get the same position. Sometimes you guys are going to be able to sweep, it's even better. But what I want today is bring the guy to a close guard and be on block. Okay? So the pressure, stand up. The pressure you guys are going to apply on the leg is a little hip shift like this. Look, you guys are going to sweep, keep your legs locked, and you guys are going to apply a little pressure. Pinch your knees and use your hips on top of your partner's leg. What leg? The leg you have control. Okay? The grip you guys gonna let it go is the grip in the sleeve. Right? Not the collar. The collar will hang there to hang in your partner, bring your partner down. Okay? So you're here, you step, and when you go, you jump. My head starts to go down, look, I bring him, I let it go the triceps, and I start to underhook the leg. I start to apply pressure here, he's putting his knee down, and I bring him and I hug. If you feel the arm is still inside, try to palm me and always get inside control. I want you guys to finish in this position when you have the head control. Okay? So during the fight, guys, I like to fake a double leg or a single leg just to create like action reaction and make my partner confused, and then I jump. I'm gonna do super slow. Look, I like to do like this. I like to walk him back. I lift him and I just touch his leg. What he's gonna do is gonna defend. When I stand up, I jump. And then I go. Okay? I feel, if you fake a takedown, especially a double leg or single leg, you make the person confused, they don't know what you're gonna do. When you come up, you boom, you jump and you lock. Okay? I feel that's the way it works the most. Especially when the person is super low, they kind of like expect you're gonna pull guard when you move back. Like a move back, fake a double leg. When you catch the leg, your partner's gonna move back, you jump. You lock, you hang in the leg, apply some pressure with your hips, and bring your partner all the way down and hook. Okay? So especially the competitors, try to do like that. Okay? I feel that's the way you're actually gonna use during the fight. Right? Just one more time. You have your grips, move back, drop your knees, try to go to double. Your partner's gonna move back, you step, and you go. Hang in the collar. Try to create a balance. Look how I keep my legs locked, and I apply pressure using my legs. Look, my hips on top of his leg. When he's going down, I hug, and I have a safe spot to start to attack. Understand? Yes? Let's go back and forth. Let's go on through it. Watch out, you guys, every day. One concept you guys work on top of that, and you're gonna work some positions on top of the concept, okay? But like I feel like the most important you guys understand the big picture, okay? How you make the close guard stronger, okay, effective and aggressive when you unblock. Okay, a lot of people use the close guard just to rest, sometimes just to holding, and in my opinion, should be opposite. Okay, the close guard, of course, can be the position when you, let's say, you have a very bad position. Maybe the person is a mount, and then you replace the guard, you end up with close guard. It's fine, you take a breath there, you know, rest a little bit, and then you start to attack. But you guys need to be able to take advantage when you close guard. It's a very strong guard. Okay, it's one of, in my opinion, when you think about submissions, it's one of the most strong guards in Jiu Jitsu, because the person is locked between your legs, doesn't have much to do it, and you have all the attacks. Okay, I feel the reason why people don't like much close guard is because they try to attack from here when it's kind of like a neutral position. If I try to go from choke or cross arm here, like in real situation, doesn't work much, right? I need to make the person or break his posture down, or cross his arm, or start to create some angle, get under the leg. Okay, I think these three things is really, really important. Today what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you guys two ways to break our posture partner down and then work from there. Okay, you're going to work a very simple combination. It's a double attack when you go to the choke and the person defend the choke and you attack the arm bar. Okay, it's really, really hard to guys see people in high level, or even when the level's a little bit better, going to the arm bar like this and finish the fight. It's so easy to defend, right? It's so easy to him, like see the attack and keep his posture up, bring his elbow back, and I cannot like actually do the submission. Okay, so the first way to break your partner posture down is going to be when the person has the elbows inside the tag. Okay, I don't like this control when I'm on top. I always explain that. I feel it's the weak way to try to escape the close guard, but a lot of people still do it, and you guys need to know how to break the posture, right? Let's start with this control first. So let's say professor is here, maybe he's grabbed my belt, maybe he's grabbed my pants, and he's keep his both elbows inside. I like to grab as deep as possible in the collar, right? So one grip in the collar, and the other grip, you guys need to cut, okay, all the way close to the elbow. Okay, don't make a grip in the gi, try to cut. What you want is create some rotation as you use your knees, bring your knees close to the chest. Let me explain about the knee pulling. When you guys use this type of motion, when you pull the person over you, you don't want to bring the guy close to the belt. It's more your knees want to go close to his armpit. When you bring the person close to you, over you, you want to bring it like, use your armpit. Look how my knee pull is less here in the lower back when he's strong, it's more here in the upper back. Look at the difference, right? Look, if I pull here, it's hard to bring him. If my knee go up close to his armpit, it's really hard to him maintain the base. Okay, so back there. I'm gonna grip in the collar as deep as I can go. I'm gonna cut. When I bring him over, I'm gonna open, I'm gonna pull the collar, and I'm gonna use my knee pulling. I'm gonna do this. As soon as I hug the head, pay attention, I already have one grip in the collar. As soon as I hug the head, the first grip, I'm gonna reach under, close to his armpit. Look at how my still in straight line, right? Right here, if I hang it too much here, professor is gonna find a way to posture up, and I'm gonna back up here. Okay? When I break his posture, I need to create some angle. When I hug here, look at how my head's still in the same line. I'm gonna lock my legs, and I'm gonna do a scissor motion a little bit to the side, and I'm gonna get this angle. When I squeeze my knees, I still have my legs locked, but now look how I have a way more mobility. He's not on top of me anymore. My favorite position is when I can get here, when I have my both knees inside. When I have one knee outside, and I pinch one shoulder, and the other knee pinch the other shoulder. But sometimes the person do a very good job, and he squeeze the elbow in this position. If you hang here too much, what's going to happen? The person is going to find a way to square, then you back to neutral position again. Okay? You need to take advantage about this position. When you're here, and you already have one grip in the collar, you pinch your knees. Now this grip is under the armpit. I'm going to grab in the line of the shoulder. My tongue go inside, I'm going to grab in the collar, look, here. Okay, you see my grip? So my tongue go inside, and I grab the collar. My grip is not in the side of my hands, but it cannot be too deep here. Look. So when you find the shoulder, you stop. So look at how I make a fist, and my grip cannot be like my wrist cannot be sideways. It need to be like a fist, like a punch. Okay, I have one palm up, and the other grip here on the shoulder. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna extend my arms, to create some motion, to pass my elbow in front of his face. Try to see how I don't move my hands at all. Now I have my both blades in his neck. Now I'm going to use my knees again to bring him close to my chest, and I squeeze the choke. And I have. Okay, it's a lasso choke, it's a front choke, but you go behind the neck. So one grip is going to be palm up, the other grip is going to be your tongue like that. When you push, you slide as you square hips. Your hips going to be a little bit sideways. When you square hips, you bring the person close to your chest, and you pull. Elbows always in, never like that, right? Cross choke, always like elbows in. Okay? So one more time. He has the belt. I grab the collar. I grab the elbow. In the same motion, I pull my knees towards my chest. I open his elbow and I use the collar. As soon as I get here, I grab his armpit and I slide. Look, I pinch my knees and I slide to the side and I lock my close guard again. And I need to maintain this position by squeezing my knees. If you feel this grip is not good enough, you can just open your hands and slide a little bit deeper. This grip should be very deep. The second grip doesn't need to do very deep, but like in the shoulder, the line of the shoulder. You get a grip. When you push, look, I extend my arm just enough to slide my elbow in front of his face. I square my hips and I pull him. What happened here? When he realizes I'm going to start to apply the choke on him, he's going to start to defend it by posting his hands to defend the choke. That's the better time to go to the arm bar, guys, before the person defend the choke. What I do, the side normally I like to, the same side you have the collar, is the better, in my opinion, is the better side to attack the arm. What I'm going to do, I'm going to step in his hips, I'm going to squeeze my knees, and my leg go up higher here. So look how I slide my hips to the side, and now climb the shoulder. Try to isolate the shoulder by climbing the arm bar. Look how my leg go over his shoulder, and I lock. When I lock, make sure the bottom leg is the leg you should lock here and squeeze it, look, your knees. Okay, it's not this. Okay, it's going to be easier to hand unlock. The bottom leg, you squeeze. Okay? Look at how his shoulder is isolated and his elbow is still inside. Right? Look at how the elbow inside. What I do now, the grip in the collar is the grip you go to his wrist, and the grip I have in the choke, keep there in the neck. I'm going to pass my leg over, and the grip I have in the collar, go to his arm. When I get the arm bar, try to get control close to the wrist, or if you have the collar grip, it's a very good way to finish. Make sure when you elevate your hips, don't elevate straight up like this. The person is going to find a way to squeeze and smash you. It's a little bit more over your shoulder, like this. Try to apply pressure, Professor. Look, more over your shoulder. Okay, stand and be here, more over your shoulder. Okay? Of course, if you go to the choke and you make the person tap, great. Okay, if the person defending, you start to defend and you feel you're not going to be able to pull the guy all the way close to your chest, go to the arm bar. This double attack is very effective. Okay? So again, I bring him down, I get my grip, I slide to the side and I lock. Boom. I have the first grip. Now I'm going to get the second grip. Look. I make a fist, my tongue inside the collar. When I push, I start to slide my grip in front of his face. If I can bring him and finish, great. If you start to defend and posture up, you step in the hips, pinch your knee, don't leave your knee open. You start to slide your hips outside. Your leg go up higher, and look how I pinch my leg, I bend my leg. And now I climb the shoulder. Now I have the grip in the collar, I can't let it go. You can even, I really like to grab my own collar like this, look, and secure using my elbow, look down, and then I pass my leg over. When you start to smash to the fanny, that's when you go over your shoulder, and you finish. Okay? You guys gonna say again? One more time? Yes or no? So grab the collar, pull the elbow, control the posture down. Scissor motion, walk to the side, lock your legs, get the collar. Make sure when you make this grip here, guys, make a fist, right? You don't want to like lasso and have your wrist like this, right? You need to be like a fist, strong fist. Look how my blade's in his neck. Okay? I bring him down. If you step great, if you start to defend and posture up, is the time. Look, step in the hips. Look how when I step, my hip is not down, it's off the floor. You see how I elevate my hips a little bit? Right? I slide in my back, It's not hip escape, okay guys? Don't do a hip escape. Just slide your to the side. You slide to the side as your leg go up. Apply pressure, use your hamstring, and then you lock the shoulder. It's super important, isolate the shoulder. If you have the shoulder, you have the arm. So let it go the collar, control the wrist. Don't let your hips go down before you pass the leg over. Keep the pressure in your hips, look, you squeeze your knees, and then you pass your leg over. When your partner smash, you have the arm. Okay? Let's do like a 3 and 3. You have a question? No? Let's do 3 and 3, back and forth. Work your better side first, okay? The side you will actually like to grab the collar. Okay? Get it? Let's go, 1, 2.